check the feed.
Here we go.
All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone. We're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth that be like it to the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they're as follows. The tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes. The tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. The tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians. The tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. The tribe of Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans and Panamanians. The tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. The tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians. The tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. The tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians, the Chileans. The tribe of Asher, the so-called Columbus and Uruguayans. And the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. To you, we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, just get right into it.
All right. This is the book of Amos, chapter 5, and verse 8. It says, behold, Amos 9 and 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom. And
Right. And originally I was talking about the wicked Israelites, but now what? We're talking about America, Babylon the Great, under Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. Under this wicked society and wicked rule, man. And the Lord is paying attention, man. All right. Be it what? Chariots, angels reporting back, man. Hey, this is the sinful kingdom, man, because this is where all sin dwells, man. It's not America, Babylon the Great, man. And you see the influence of it across the four corners of the earth, starting with what? This pride bullshit, man. All right. They're about to celebrate all this wickedness, man. We know what? The Lord ain't dealing with pride, and then especially filthy, wicked act dealing with what? Homosexuality, man. All right. Go ahead.
I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. Said,
right, because the Lord has left a remnant, all right? The elect of the nation of Israel, all right? Talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We know that 2/3 have to be cut off and die because what? They're not going to get right with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the true power. They're not going to repent and come back to the law, statutes, commandments because what? That was their lot, man. All right, but the Lord has left a remnant and elect, all right? And we call us what? The hopeful elect, all right? Because what? We have to endure to what? The very end to be saved.
Precept.
Right? Go ahead.
Your precept. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13.
hey, can I say something real quick? Now, if y'all wondering why Babylon has to be destroyed, all you gotta do is open your eyes and pay attention to what's going on around you. See what I'm saying? This is not a heavenly society, man. It's the most wickedest society on the earth. Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8. And it reads, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
Right, that 2/3 we're talking about, they're going to be burnt up and killed here in America, Babylon, man. All right, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. So if the Lord's going to kill off 2/3 of his own people, the ones that he's chosen from the beginning, how much more of these heathen nations, man, especially these so-called white man, that's pushing these things. All right?
That's what he's not doing.
All right. These 2/3 that we talked about are getting what they deserve, man. All right, because they choose to follow the ways of this world. All right, they choose, all right, to celebrate this month that we're in right now, the so-called Pride Month. All right, you Israelites are supposed to be different. That's why the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has given us the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, to set us apart from these different nations. All right. All right.
Deuteronomy 17. Yeah.
But see, it's not just the pride, man. It's just the conversation period of our own people, man. We talk to them, they sound like retarded 2-year-olds, man.
And then the voice, the conversation, man, affects lives.
Yeah.
A lot about people, man, you know, they're down with the society. You know, they're down with the different movements, you know, and the different bills that Esau passed, you know. They're down with those things, man. You know, they don't even put up a fight, man. They don't even question the shit. You know, like, why are they passing all this strange shit? Why they got trannies reading books to children and all these different things? Like, this is an ungodly society. You know what I'm saying? So, bro.
And it ain't just them reading to the kids, it's them being allowed to adopt kids, period, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? How can 2 men or 2 women raise a child? That, see what I'm saying? That goes totally against the scripture. That's an abomination, man. An ungodly household. Then you wonder why the kid grow up all brain all mangled and tore up because of their parents, man.
Because what's that? Confusion.
Yeah.
You know? School said train up the child when they should go. They're like the park. Start them up with confusion. They're gonna grow up confused. All right, so that's Esau's plan. Right? Start with the children, man. He raise them up the way they need them to be, man.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6, and it reads, "For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power."
Right, look at the word holy means what? Separate, man. All right, so the Lord has set up a separate people to separate themselves from the ways of the rest of this world, man.
I mean, the Lord made all these nations, seeing these people, he said, you know what, we are mine. And it says Jacob is a lot of his inheritance. You know what I'm saying? He said, look, y'all just going to be the heathen, you know what I'm saying? And these are going to be the people that I want to be special to me, who I want to serve me, all right? Who's made in the image, you know? Who's going to govern the earth the right way. And guess what? Jacob will be Sodomite. That's right. They're going to be rappers. That's right. They're going to be, what's the influencers. Influencers, man. You know.
And that's why if you look at the word apple of my eye, it means to set something above another.
That's right.
Because that's it. We said influencers, right? Well, what are these people actually being influenced with?
Yep.
It's not the Bible.
Right. That's right.
But they're trying to use the Bible to back up their wicked agenda.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Back in Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, beginning back at the top. "For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth."
Above all people that are faced upon the earth, man. Hey, you reading Isaiah 40, what? He said the nations are nothing, man. Nobody wants to get that real quick. All right, he said they're less than nothing to vanity, man. All right, so Yahweh Shemashah, out of 18 nations, man, he chose what? The nation of Israel, man. All right, starting with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob on down to Jacob, who got a chance to the Israelites, man.
But it shows you the low level thinking about people. They went from a royal mentality to want to be like these weak heathens, man.
Right.
There you go.
It's Isaiah chapter 40, verse 17. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing.
See, that's what Yahweh Shemashah, the Most High, that's what he thinks about the rest of these nations, man. All right, because what? They were made to serve the Israelites, man. Right. All right, that's all they're good for, to be servitude, man. But now what? The Lord has chastised us as a nation to put us at the bottom because what? We transgress against his law, statutes, and commandments, man. So right now we're being punished, but what? We know that what? We're going to regain this back, man. All right, that's why we're out here preaching, teaching now the downfall of what? America, Babylon, the Great, man.
All right, we like the wisdom of the scriptures, man. And once we got discontinued from our heritage through our disobedience, all right, and we lack the wisdom to come back to the Heavenly Father at one point. And 2/3 are not going to even grasp that information pretty much, man. All right, yeah. All right, they're not going to be able to understand what we're actually trying to say. Like the brother came out a little earlier and said he's working with the remnant, the elect. All right, the scripture say the elect have somebody get that in
Romans 11:7.
yeah, Romans 11:7. That's it. That's the point. All right, just real quick. All right, because a lot of people, our people, they just don't have the understanding. All right, of the Bible, man. All right, and it's causing them to go off. It's causing them to celebrate this month, this so-called Pride Month. It's causing them to celebrate Christmas, New Year's. All right, it's causing them to commit adultery. All right, all through the lack of wisdom of the scriptures. All right.
But some people do have understanding of the Bible. They just rather choose wickedness instead of righteousness.
That's right. That's right.
The book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 7. It says, what did Israel have not obtained that which he seeked for?
So what happens is the Lord, they hear the scriptures, all right? Like we bring out a lot. We went to church our whole life. We heard these scriptures over and over and over and over again, all right? It wasn't until the Lord put the Spirit out there for us to get the understanding of the scriptures, all right, through our apostles and our elders, all right, that we actually grasped it, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
It says, Israel, it says,
Let's stop at the top.
what did Israel have not obtained that which he seeked for?
And the Israelites are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man.
Right.
All right, it's not everybody on the
Native
whole planet.
American, thank you.
That's right.
Cherokee.
That's right. That's right. Go
They
ahead.
can read hieroglyph, they can read all that.
Yeah,
Hebrew
absolutely.
and all that.
All right.
But the election have obtained it, and the
election,
rest were blinded.
All right. The election have obtained it. Those are the ones that are on this side right now that are gonna get the understanding of the scriptures. All right. While the rest of the world is what? Is out here doing whatever they want to do, man. Celebrating this month that we're in now, man. Celebrating all these different holidays and these different wicked events, man. All right, go ahead, bro.
Pagan.
All right, go back to
Shit's
that.
all fake. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cuss.
No, you're
Hey,
But they're all made up words anyway, so ain't no harm, ain't no power in that, in a made up
Are
word.
you a Native American?
I'm Italian, I'm part Italian.
Yeah.
And then I'm also, if you know, there's a place that used to be called Lenta, I forget how to say it, but it's Middle Eastern. And that's where Italians used to go to ship stuff. So it was like in the Middle East, but I'm part of that. Levant, actually, L-A-V, yeah. So I don't get sunburned.
Hey,
I've never had a
about the
sunburn.
Italians, Negroes, mainly Judah, Benjamin, and Levi ruled Europe for about 1,000 years.
And the Moors actually
Yeah,
conquered
talking about the
Sicily. That's
Moors.
where it came from.
193 AD all the way to about, they started following the power in like the 1300s.
It's
But
true.
when they
Sorry.
went in there, you know what I'm saying, they killed all the men, they slept with all the women.
India?
Yeah, so now that's why you got a lot of Italians, now you got dark hair, those kind of big lips.
Never get a
you know.
sunburn. Some of them have curly hair.
So a lot of you guys, your lineage go back to the Israelites.
Yo, I don't know if y'all know, but they call it a Jew-fro.
Yeah. But see, this dude's
And there's actually a game college girls used to play. College girls used to play this game. They would go on Facebook, right? Because my sister went to Manhattan and lived with a bunch of rich Jewish people and stuff. And they play this game where they go on Facebook, and it's called Heb or Guide. Is he a Hebrew or a Guido? It's like a joke. But I mean, it's all good, but it's I ain't never had a sunburn, that's all I know.
Hey, that's because you're an Israelite.
Cool, man.
But hey, but
Spirit.
at first when I looked at him, I said, this dude might be a Jake. And then when he came up, he got the move and he got the, I'm like,
Yeah. All right, go back to the main one. You got to understand.
yeah, that's another twist to the truth.
Right.
You know, you're gonna have the Israelite foreigners that don't exactly look like the so-called Israelite Native American. They might look like the white person. You know? It is what
But he had the features, though.
yeah, he did.
He had the features.
Right. And he had, most important, he had the spirit.
That's it, yeah. He like that Israelite form.
Yeah, all right.
I'm sorry, but God. I'll go ahead, brother.
Book of Deuteronomy. Back in Deuteronomy chapter.
Isaiah.
Back in Romans 11 and 7, it says, "What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeking for, but the election that obtained it, and the rest were blinded."
And the rest were blinded, all right? So the Lord has, like say, he set up his elect. If you goes back to those Native Americans and those what speckled birds, like we might experience right here, right? Hey, he set up a remnant, all right? So we know that there's elect, all right, that's going to get this and understand this, but what? The rest were blinded, all right? So the Lord is purposely blinding two-thirds of the nation of Israel. He goes back to the Native Americans, all right? To what? To be destroyed, man. All right, to come back into your right mind, man. All right, so the Lord's gonna mercy kill y'all, man, because y'all all the way bugged out, man. All right, because that's why she would say what the deceived and the deceived where it is, man. So this is all the Lord's moving, man. All right, so Kawadi Yabashina Shanda, hey, he woke us up and allowed us to come out here and preach and teach the truth, man. You know?
According as it is written, Yahweh has given them the spirit of slumber.
See, Yahweh has given them the spirit of slumber. All right, go ahead.
Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear.
All right, so it don't matter. You can break this down to the simplest form, and if it ain't for them to get it, they're not going to get it, man. All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 6, again in verse 9, and it reads, and he said, "Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not."
You're right, and that's what happens. Like, hey, we're out here preaching and teaching, right? Or we're telling our people, man, what? But there's certain people that are made not to get it. It doesn't matter if, like I say, you break it down to the simplest that a 5-year-old can understand. They're still not going to get it. The Lord won't allow it, because we're just out here planting seeds. It's up for the Lord to give the increase. You know?
Man, Yahweh Shai can come down himself out of the spirit world and say, "I am Yahweh Shai." Oh, that's my Uncle James, okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They still won't believe, man.
Hey, after the 2/3 what in Egypt, coming out of Egypt, all right? They seen all those miracles and still was complaining, man. All right.
So Thomas doubted.
Yeah.
He was right there with the Lord and saw his hands and doubted.
Yeah.
He gave him that stony heart. He gave Israel that stony heart. So that's why when the new covenant, you know, he's gonna give us that blessing, right? This day, you know, we're not in the fucking old in the new covenant, right? Right. You know, in other words, man, you know, hey, how was showered? Right. The new covenant.
Hey, why are we still teaching?
Yeah, we wouldn't be right here.
You know?
So,
This is Jeremiah chapter 4 and 22. He said, "For my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding."
Right, Sodom going into stupid, man. So the children of Israel, so the children of Israel, man, hey, they like dumb animals, man. Actually, they're worse than that, because at least your animal, man, will actually follow you, do what you know. They know who they master is, right?
That's right.
You see Isaiah the first chapter, right? You know?
You hold the truth, man.
Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knows his owner, and the ass's mouth is crib. But Israel does not know, my people does not consider.
So it is think about those inheritance, and we always say, one attribute that you have is stubborn. Stubborn. Isaiah called it stubborn. What about those two animals? There's a stubborn animal.
And so they say, yeah, my people don't even consider, right? And you see it, man. All right, it doesn't take much to see that these people don't care about you, how much you know shot, man. They care nothing about repenting, come back to law, statute, commandments, man. All right, they just want to be out here and be in that do as thou will spirit, that Alistair Crowley spirit, man. All right,
Big and small.
Right.
Party and bullshit.
yeah, yeah.
oh, well, they proved that with the C-19. You know the Lord can heal and do whatever, But instead, they ran to Esau, the so-called white man, to take that juicy juice, and now their life is in shambles.
Yep.
They passing out in traffic at the steering wheel, or their eyeballs, their eye sockets cramping up and they're falling off for trusting the devil, man.
They got one foot in the grave,
Right. You know, college athletes, you know, high school athletes, the top of their game just falling out there, man. You know, why?
What is this song? It says, back in Jeremiah 4:22, it says, "For my people is foolish, they have not known
And what
me."
makes them foolish and not knowing the Lord? Because what, they don't know his ways. They don't know the law, statutes, commandments, right? They're just out here willfully sinning, man. They have no clue what's going on, man. All right, man.
So they are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
Right. Jay can tell you how to sell drugs, you know, proficiently. Right.
Break it down.
Break it down. Yeah.
This much bacon soup.
Yeah, but you tell
You look up the word weed in etymology and mean this.
Right. But if you tell Jay, hey man, you shouldn't be shrimp, crab, and lobster, man. Oh no, man. That don't even make no sense. But it does make sense because what they some bottom feeders, all right. They're used to what? Clean the earth, man. You know. Yeah. But you tell Jake that, nah, man. Hey, my granddaddy been eating that, and he's 90-something years old, man. Right. You know.
But they don't know that's not even a luxury. Back in the day, they used to sell those at prisons. All right, they used to sell shrimp. I mean, that was a free food in the prisons, man. All right, there wasn't no $100 dish like it is today, man. That means it's easy to come back. If they're feeding it in the jails, man, that means it's just easy to come back. All right, they're not feeding jail inmates luxury foods, man. That's right.
And that's why the Lord is upon what? This very sinful kingdom right now, man. That's what we're living at, man. You know?
Like Isaiah chapter 1, verse 4. It's a sinful nation of people laden with iniquity.
Yep. Laden with iniquity, man. We got sin upon sin upon sin. All right, and y'all what? Y'all, like I say, y'all don't even consider the Lord, man. Y'all don't consider the actions that you're actually doing, man. All right? Or you misuse the prophets, man. Which that's the arm stretched out to you, man, for Yahweh Shemel Shah. Whereas the ambassadors of the Lord, man. Lord ain't cracking the clouds to come down to just to talk to you personally, man. Nah, man. That true king don't have to get off his seat, man. He's got service to do his bidding, man. And you're looking at the service of the Lord, man.
Right.
You know?
See, that's part of the labor with iniquity right there, man.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? The alphabet community.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? This society is totally turned upside down to the Lord, man. They don't acknowledge the Lord at all. Except when they look down the girl with the gun, then they gonna pray. Oh God, please don't kill me. You know what I'm saying? It's too late then, man.
Right. To be honest, man, Yahweh Shemel Shah, he has done a lot for us to live by, man. Like, he's put himself out there for us, man. He delivered us out of the land of Egypt.
That's
right. He sent the son to die for us, man. All right. All these things that we've seen, now he's saying, you got to do this just because I said so. Now, that's how faith works. The Lord, you have to believe in what the Lord says. So Israel has no faith. All right, and without faith, man, you know that's you just destroyed, man.
It's impossible to believe.
All right, you destroyed, man. So what it said? The scriptures say that the wicked, you know, they looking for a sign, man. All right, but you're not finna get that no more, man, because you already had that. All right, now you got to operate solely on me saying, this is what I want you to do, and if you don't do it, this is what's gonna happen. Right. All right, it's either this or that. There ain't no gray area, ain't no in between, man. All right,
Well, it always been about faith. Even the two incidents you just named, what did Israel do? They still turned their back on the Lord.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? The Lord delivered them out of this. What they do? They made a golden calf. One down in the crowds, what they do? They mocked and scoffed them and still commit all type of shit.
That's what I said, but they seen it.
Yeah.
Now you just gotta, you just gotta do it now.
Yeah.
You ain't finna see nothing. All right, you just do it because I said so.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Like I said, 1:4, it says, a sinful nation, people laden with iniquity, and seed of evildoers, children that are corrupted, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Right. Through what? Through all they, like I said, sin upon sin, man. All right. You can't be out here willfully sinning, man. The scriptures say, well, he's giving no man a license to sin.
Right.
But what do the people say in the Christian church, man? Hey, just believe on Jesus, man. All right, do whatever the hell you want to do, man. You saved by grace. Yeah, we got grace, man, but that's like I said, it's not a license to sin. Yeah, go ahead.
But even to go back and make a point to beg our ship again, actually people are seeing it now because some of these people are still getting healed in their life, and they still turn around and curse the Lord.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So I go back to prove what I've been saying. These people don't have faith, man. The Lord will sit there and deliver them from a car crash, and they'll go back right back to church praising Jesus.
Yep. Right. Just right back to saying Jesus. With all this information out here. That's
Man, they're gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse, man. All right? Because what? They love sinning and iniquity, man.
The bag of the thumb, they have gotten worse, and now they're raising their children up in the opposite sex.
Yep.
You got a daughter you want to raise as a son, you got a son you want to raise as a daughter, and it's normal in your eyes and in their eyes.
They just come up with anything. They just in the household. Parents want to I'm going to set my daughter where you want to be. Except I'm in love my God. They kick his ass.
That's right. That's right.
Kick him out.
No, but a lot of parents ask them, what do you want to wear today? A dress or some pants?
See, it's always that goddamn woman though.
That's right.
See, the father will fucking kick that nigga out. It's always that fucking woman, man. The father will get his ass the fucking boot. It's always that fucking black bitch.
Well, a real father for nowadays, you got these suck-ass niggas that's scared to lose their woman. They right behind. Yes, Tommy, you want to be Tanya today? You know what I'm saying? All this nonsense instead of being a man, like the elder was going into, and stand up to their woman, they rather come forward just as hell. They're scared to lose it.
At one point, they even had to the point where they identify as a cat. You identify yourself as a kid. You can be a tree if you want to in this world, man.
Yeah.
You can be a flea. Species. It was so bad that they made the whole world. You got to accept it because if you don't, it'd be considered a hate crime.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to accept it. It'd be a speed bump conflict.
An example that they put out there for the world to see is Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. All right, before she came into the picture, he was just a normal little boy, man. You know, then all of a sudden now he done changed his name. Now they got him going through treatments to change his body.
Oh, they done cut his rod up. Yeah.
They already did.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey. So what?
Well, Boosie back. Please don't cut his dick off.
Yeah.
Going too far, man. Let's go too far, man.
But a
what did they?
nigga?
Yeah.
Be like, hey man, go ahead.
But what did they do? They sent Dwayne Wade around on he did certain podcasts and talk shows to try to normalize this thing. Even when he asked a group of men, he was like, y'all done played in y'all sister clothes when y'all was little? They look at him like, hell no, what the fuck are you talking about? You know? He tried to make it seem like it was on him, but he chose to be with women.
Right. But you know what? That's his son's blood is beautiful. His head is right. He gonna receive the double tip. Whatever world we live in the world, they gonna be good. Ain't that bitch Gabrielle Union?
It actually,
only motherfucker that look is the baby. The baby all do good.
yeah.
Looking crazy. These niggas.
Yeah, you know, he put boy climbing back into the room.
She like this little girl. Yeah. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
He was groomed like that because what a lot of people don't know, his nanny was a Skittles Nation person. Raising him up. Yep.
This Proverbs 19:16. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul.
Right, because what? The law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shemashah, what? Equal life, man. All right? When you do what pleases the Lord, man, that's not going to lead you to the path of death, man. What does Romans 6:23 say? Romans 6:23 say what? The wages of sin is death, man. All right, so but if you're doing what the Lord asks you to do, man, hey, that's your road to salvation, man. You know? Go ahead.
But he that despises his ways shall die.
See? So when you despise the ways of Yahweh Shalom Shai, you want to continue in your sin, what? You gonna die, man. Yep. All right.
It says, all them that hate me love
Death. Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everything likes to see.
Yeah,
This is Sirach chapter 15 and verse 19. It says, his eyes, and his eyes are upon them that fear him, and he knoweth every work of men. It says he, verse 20. It says he has commanded no man to do wickedly.
See, he has commanded no man to do wickedly. All right, go ahead.
Neither have he given any man license to sin.
Right, so this whole you can do as you want, we saved by grace. Nah, man, he had given no man the license to sin, so you're supposed to be doing everything to the best of your ability. Now, we know we ain't going to be perfect in the society, man, but you're supposed to give that effort, man. All right, well, the scriptures say faith without works is dead, man. All right, so you can't just say, oh, yeah, I believe, but when you look at your actions, you're like, nah, this motherfucker don't believe in the Lord, man. All right? Because what? We line it up with the scriptures, man. We can tell individual that ain't really seeking the Lord or not, man.
This is Romans chapter 7 and verse 1. Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth.
See, as long as you live it, man, the law is in effect, man. All right, and it's always going to be that's above all laws upon the face of the earth, man. The Heavenly Father, man. This is the Heavenly Father's knowledge, man, that He's given us. Hey, somebody get Deuteronomy 4 and 5? Because this is our wisdom, man.
And that's a country you wanted to say the law's done away with.
That's right. That's right. All right, we're held accountable for that, man. Because, okay, if the law's done away with, how are you going to, quote unquote, go to hell and burn forever? What are you going to be judged by, man? All right, if you're under grace, you can just do whatever the hell you want to do, man. All right, see, that don't make any sense, man. That's confusion.
Like grace is, people misconstrue grace. Grace is a period for you to come back.
That's right.
All right, as an Israelite, to come back to the Heavenly Father, man. All right, that's what that grace is extended to you for, man. All right, we have wicked rulership above us, and we've been taught the wrong thing our whole life. All right, but that grace is what we needed. All right, to come back to Him, to come back to the understanding of the Scriptures, man. All right.
Yeah, because if we're totally held to the extent of the law, man, we all through. We don't even make it up here.
That's
all
right.
Been dead, you know?
That's right.
So that's that grace and mercy. Yahweh Shalom Shai, man.
I was gonna say that's what that grace is. It's Yahweh's unmerited favor.
Yep.
You didn't earn it. He gave it to you. Right? And like you said, whoever breaks the least of these commandments have broken them all. Just like you said, for anything we do, we're supposed to be wiped out, but that's what that favor is. That's right. All right, that grace. That's right. That grace is also a period you can get yourself right. You know what I'm saying? Not only get in the scripture, but get yourself right with the Lord so you won't be destroyed.
That's right.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. It says, behold, I have taught you the statutes and judgments. Even the Lord my power command me that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
All right, so in the land where we go to possess it, man. Even here in our captivity, man, we still got to do it to the best of our ability. All right, like I said, we're not just going to give up. Oh, hell, hey, we're under captivity, so we ain't going to even attempt to do anything for the Lord. No, man, we're going to try to do everything to the best of our ability. Yeah, we know we're under captivity, but the Lord's looking for that effort, man. You know, not just a mouthpiece, man. You know,
That's why in the book of Baruch it said the things that are pleasing unto the Lord are made known unto us.
That's right.
Because we understand how to make the Lord angry, how to make him happy, you know, how to appease his wrath when he is angry. You know, all those things are made known unto us. They're not made known unto other nations, man.
That's right.
All right. In order for them to get a blessing, the Lord's gonna bless them on how they treat us.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
So that's how you know a person is special. Matter of fact, when a woman know how she got you, what she do? She try to make you mad. And when you get mad, that's how she knows she got you.
Yep.
But she's like, I mean, nobody, but what? If another bitch off the street you don't really care about, say, oh, hey, you bald-headed nigga, you ugly nigga, you know, whatever.
Right.
You know? But as soon as your woman say some shit, she understand how to push your button. She understand, you know?
That's right.
Yeah.
Like I said, and that's how we do the Lord. Y'all about Shemel Shot, man. When we out here committing sin and nigga, what do you think the Lord, how the Lord feel, man?
Yep.
All right. And you wonder why our people are screwed up to this day, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. What? Because you willfully sin against Yahweh about Shemel Shot, the Lord, man. All right. You wanna go off into these other philosophies, these other doctrines, all right, these other books. All right, instead of sticking to what your heritage, which is in the Bible, man.
Right.
All right, we just been lied to this whole time. Go ahead,
And also eat abominable food,
Yep.
just lifestyle period.
Yep.
Precept.
Black culture is the worst thing going. Black culture is the worst thing going. Destroyed our nation. Your diet's bad. You have killing each other, selling each other drugs, man. You know, you rap about it, you put in the music, you know. You pop each other's women, you know. Black culture is death. You know?
That's why it's called black. The word of light.
That's right.
It ain't never been profitable.
Yeah.
Look at the condition of every Negro, Latino neighborhood that you go to, and actually what it look like. It's not flourishing. People are dying. People got diseases. People are. Who got the highest rate of heart? Diabetes. Now tell me this. Why is that?
Right.
Why is that? You would think, you know what I'm saying? But yet, when you look at the so-called Negro, he can run a 40-yard dash in 0.4 seconds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So usually the question like, well, so what's going on right there?
Right.
You know?
Right. And the proof is in the pudding, man.
Because why? The Lord gave us certain laws, statutes, and commandments to live by, man. Okay?
Showed you in the movie, the one Jake, he had the Edomite coach, he was breaking all the records in the Olympics. What was it called? It was a movie like Landon or something, but he was basically setting records in the Olympics. He was breaking it, and Esau was trying to oh no, he started from the line too early, and there's some trying to fuck with him. I forgot what movie it was, but it was the Edomite coach, and he was like, he was breaking records. He said, you broke 4 records. He said, damn, who was the person who ordered before me? I was. It was me. You was breaking my records.
Right.
Oh, damn. You know? But it was a Jake doing all that.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called.
That's like Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Once he burst on the scene, they revamped every golf course. What they call it, Tiger Proof.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was blowing people out. Nobody in shot
Yeah, but
like
that
that.
should make you question, like, wait a minute, why is our diet so bad but we're so great? Or why is our health so bad but we're so great? You know? That shit, something's not doing that. You know? Let's keep going.
Back in Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. It says, keep therefore and do them.
Keep on and do what? These law, statutes, commandments that the Lord has put for us, the children of Israel. This is what keeps us separate from the rest of these nations, man. Because why? Go ahead.
This is the wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
See, well, this is our wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations, man. All right, we're supposed to be way above these, man. And we show glimpses of it, even in our captivity, man, under the so-called white man. We are still great. We just don't get the credit, man. All right, you see Jake at the corporate levels, man, with the great ideas, but what? They get their ideas stolen, man. Yep.
Precept.
Yeah, the patent office, right? That's the biggest deal, man. It's still Jake's ideas, man.
So yeah, that's why I said that the Negroes, the Latinos, and Native Americans were building things, all right, to help society. And what Esau would do, the so-called white man, he would steal the ideas, patent it, all right, and make millions off of it to keep Jake and suppressed, man. All right, like you always bring out, they want a nation of workers. All right, they don't want a nation of thinkers, man. All right, so they keep you suppressed down on the bottom level. All right, at the bottom of the totem pole. All right, trying to crawl your way up, and they'll do something back down. Why? Because we're under the curses right now, man. All right, we need salvation. We need a deliverance. We need a savior. All right, because we don't have it in ourselves to do it. All right, because if we do, we've tried it before. All right, Oklahoma. All right, what they do, they bombed it. All right, Rosewood. All right, they got these cities that's under lakes. They done drowned out. Man, there's a lot going on that people don't know about, man. that's been hidden, all right, from the knowledge of most of these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, they spend millions and billions of dollars to keep you suppressed. All right, go ahead, brother.
Precept.
Yeah, you get that.
A lot of rivers in the South.
That's right.
A lot of rivers in the South, especially in Mississippi. There are thousands of bodies.
That's
that
right.
have been sworn into. In New York, up under the, what is that? Twin Towers. There's bodies up under that, man. All right, hey. Jake is so dumbed down to not pay attention to what's going on around him. They just think that it's just with these things, this is going on, that's going on. No. Esau be had bodies, man. Esau be had bits and pieces. Because what? The average man won't even pick up a book. That's what they say. You want to have something from a black man, you put it in a book. Because what? He won't read. The truth.
Get that precept. Oh, go ahead, brother.
But the Osh was going into, it came out maybe a few months ago, and all those lakes and ponds and stuff that you see these so-called white people with their big yachts and boats riding over, all of those lakes are black cities, man. So-called black cities. Right, where Jake was prospering, they came in and destroyed it and flooded it with water.
It's also coming out that a lot of these Jakes own land, and Esau had took them over, and now that the people has died off, they're finding out that they're bringing out that these lands are owned by Jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything, and see, that's why you can't celebrate none of his holidays, man. That's his holidays, because it's a memorial for something. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh yes, it's better than holiday. But it's a memorial for some evil shit you can get, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why Jake shouldn't take part in none of this bullshit, man. You know? Hey, the scripture says, man, and like we just said about the book, about this study, you know, Jake won't read a book, but then when he do get into some shit, Jake will read all of it. The books are some bullshit, man. That's why the scriptures in Ecclesiastes read, making many books, there's no weariness, man. You know, because Jake can get into some black power movement, whatever, and he'll overindulge in it, man. But what you want to overindulge is what's your real culture. Me and my friend Apostle was out there on this today, and we was it's an Indian spot they opened up in Gary, and I was telling the guy, I said, man, y'all looking good here, man. But first of all, this is good food, and me and him would sit back. We was like, basically, it's our food. It's spices. It's called curry, Indian curry. But basically, that's our food. It's their food too. But all nations originated in the Middle East, man. That's our shit, man. So everybody, and most, my son said most Jakes go, it's nasty. Well, see, they so adopted to arrested culture. They eat this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, we was in line at Culver's. Finna get a burger, and I told him, he said, you want something? I said, no, I want to go to Indian curry spot. He was like, why didn't you tell me? I was like, I said, how hungry are you? He said, no, man, I'd rather eat kind of healthy. I said, Pastor, that's what you want to do? I pulled out of line. I left that shit there. We went in, and he loved it. He was like, man, we ate, wasn't all bloated. Because really, man, you have to come back to your heritage, man. Come back how you were eating before, man. Eat more fruit and nuts and shit, man. Eat that curry and that. I don't like hot stuff. But hot stuff with peppers and spices is different from fucking Takis and fucking hot flaming hots, man. And this bullshit hot sauce. Eat you some hot peppers every once in a while, man. Yeah, and it's good for your system.
So like, I said, and they destroyed the culture of our women cooking. Hey, women don't cook like they used to.
That's right.
Hey, these meals that they eat now are all processed foods. You know, all easy. Put some chicken nuggets and fries in the oven. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hamburgers. You know, they don't cook from scratch like they used to do in the day, man. Man, I was just having a talk with my daughter because my daughter comes stay with me for the summer, and I'm like, hey, look, we don't eat trash out here. You know, I said we eat healthy foods out here. Right. You know, I have to like sit her down and explain. Like, I said, once you get used to eating the way you need to, your body will start craving to eat that stuff. You know, we got a precept, Bill. This is Jeremiah 17:4. It said, and thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. That's right. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not. Hey, the Bible say, the scriptures say it's a woman's job to guide the house. You know? So, part of guiding the house is what? A plan of nutrition, man.
You know what I'm saying? Making sure that everybody's eating right, everybody's energized to go and handle their day as well as themselves.
That's right.
And a lot of them are stressed out and giving their man hell because they diet is messed up.
That's right.
You know, they don't want to cook. They want to eat this easy easy food, and it's bad for you. It's toxic, man. You know, they say they got a saying: you are what you eat. If you eat toxic foods, you produce toxic behavior. You know, people wonder why they ill. You know, because they don't like.
I'll read this again. This is Jeremiah 17:4. It says, "Thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee." So the Lord gave us specific guidelines to live by, and we thought that we were doing better on our own to go follow after these other heathen nations, man. So what happened was, so you want to be like them? I'm gonna turn you in. I'm gonna put you in their hands then, and see if you prosper then, man. All right. And what they do, they destroyed everything that we had, man. All right. It says,
barbecue raccoon.
That's right.
Hot and spicy rabbit.
Calamari.
Yeah.
Eating squid, man.
Yeah. You really do some righteous things to Jay. Oh man, I got some beer for this guy. I don't want that. But the fucking beer is about the right. Beer and Buffalo is about the right. And elk is about the right to speak to a pig.
that's right.
You know why? Because it hasn't been domesticated, and they don't farm it. They might go hunt a few $1,000 and put them in the market, but they don't domesticate. You can't domesticate buffalo. But they have already domesticated buffalo. That's where a cow come from. That's a crossbreed.
Yeah.
They eat it, but it's been, you gotta realize it's been crossbreed. But they did that because that meat, that buffalo meat is way leaner and it's way healthier. That's why he's not gonna give it. He's trying to kill off his dad by killing off those buffaloes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't want nothing that benefits your body to work for you, man.
Yep.
You know, so you have to take back your way of living from your own, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, even if you take the herbs, you know, you gotta become your own physician, man. You gotta take your herbs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your supplements. You gotta look up different medicines for different ailments. You know, it's medicines out there that can help your condition, but people are not applying themselves to themselves. They're applying themselves to everything else. Hey, the distraction wheel. You know, and like the brother was talking about earlier, Esau got all these distractions out there. He got all this other stuff out there for you to occupy yourself. And while you dying, you're forward in his business. And after you die, he's not gonna care. That's right. They don't even know your first name. You know,
That's right.
After you die, he don't care. You done prospered this man's business and made him rich, but didn't prosper yourself. You know?
This I'm gonna finish this off. It said, "Thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not."
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. We discontinued from our heritage. The reason why we are friends is because it's biblical law. The reason why we come out here, the reason why we study is because the Lord required us to do those things.
Right.
Hey, this is about healing our people, man. You know, our people are fucking broken, man.
No, bro.
Well, they're elect.
The elect.
Give a fuck about that.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
they're
right.
elect.
Right.
Whoever don't like it can kiss our ass.
That's right. That's
No, we're going back into the raw shit.
That's right. Yeah.
We're not trying to save everybody.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, we're not out here for everybody.
Yeah.
We're out here for the elect. I just did a video on it the other day. Hate the evil. We're supposed to hate these people.
Yeah.
And you know what? Whoever don't like it, fuck you, man.
Right, yeah.
That's right. I'm using profanity.
That's right.
Whoever don't like the language I'm using, fuck you. Don't listen to me.
That's right.
Hey,
Walk
that's
away or turn the channel.
That's right.
Fuck that, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
No, man, these wicked, evil people, man.
Yeah.
All these old goddamn moles out here, man.
That's right.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
Texas lingo. I
Yeah.
can't say it because they'll cut the whole channel.
Yeah.
We ain't dealing with all that mo shit, man.
Right.
All these fucking moles out here,
Yeah,
man.
Mo.
All right?
Hey, we got our own alphabet, man. The elemental.
The alphabet community, we ain't dealing with that.
What's up? The Letterman.
We don't endorse that. You want to know why we don't? Because the brother holding the Bible right there, hold the Bible up, bro. Because of what that book says, not Biblia, man.
That's right. That's right.
Okay?
We all about what that Bible says, man.
That's right.
We ain't down with all this society, man.
That's right.
Okay? The people on that side, primarily the Southern Kingdom, man. Yo, man, most of these jokers out here, they're feminine. Men are feminine. And the women are masculine. That's awful. That's a glitch in the matrix, man.
That's right.
Come on, man.
That's right.
If you're a masculine dude, man, and you're a masculine man, you're just being in your masculinity and just being who you are according to those scriptures, man. And you go out here, man, you can be anywhere. It's a restaurant, bar, laundromat, wherever you are. And you talk to one of these, primarily most of these young dudes. You be like, you talking to them a certain way, but you're just being yourself. Why you talking like that? Why you acting like that?
So,
and are you serious, man? Like the gentleman, you want to screw their head off.
right.
You see?
That's right.
I grew up in a man's world. Not for nothing, man. It's such a certain you guys, you better know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Like I said, bro, look, man, God damn it. And I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm gonna speak what I gotta speak.
That's right.
And I earned that right.
That's right.
God damn it.
That's right.
I'm fucking, hey, man, I'm 50 years old, man. I'm motherfucking 50 years old, man. Nobody can't fucking tell me nothing, bro.
That's right.
I've been around for a while, bro.
That's right.
See, back in I remember the 70s. Like I always tell, but I say this on camera all the time. I remember when Muhammad Ali was still the champion of the world. Yeah. I used to box. I'm a former boxer myself. I'm retired now. I used to box. So I'm a big boxing fan. Been a big boxing fan all my life. I grew up watching boxing. I grew up. I remember, listen, my bro. I remember 1977.
It's my birthday.
Oh, yeah?
God.
You were born in 77?
77.
Well, listen, I was like, in 1977, I was 6 years old. I was 6 years old in 1977. That's it. As a matter of fact, my 6th birthday. I remember when Muhammad Ali was still fucking champ. That's why I love Ali so much. I grew up with Ali. No, I ain't just talking about remembering. I remember when he was still fighting. I remember 1977, motherfucker. I remember that shit. I was in kindergarten, but I remember. Matter of fact, for my birthday, my stepfather brought me to, back then, Muhammad Ali was like, that was Superman. That was the black Superman. That was somebody that young, not just black kids, because I'm Native American, but all of us, that was somebody that, that was a person that little kids and women, all of us, people of color, could look up to, man, back then. That was a hero for us, man, because he stood up against the establishment. Who? The white man. Right? Even though his philosophy with the Islam, that was all off. But, like, it went further than that, though. It was a thing of he was a black man of color that, he gave up the goddamn world championship.
That's right.
Because he wasn't going to go and fight for the white man's war.
That's right.
That's why he got my respect to this day. He told Esau to F you, man. Because you got other people, because if Ali, right, that's during the Vietnam era.
That's right.
And I tell you, my father was a Vietnam veteran. My father fought in Vietnam with my uncles. I grew up, I was raised by veterans. And if Muhammad Ali, at that time, and that's in the 60s, right, when the Vietnam thing, if he had, and they wouldn't have had him on the front lines fighting and shooting guns. They just would have used him as a symbol to get other young minorities to go and fight the war. But then, like, going back to World War I, World War II, shit, the Revolutionary War, every war that America has had, they always enlisted the black man and the Native American man, American Indian man, to help us fight their wars. And then each side will help us fight, and we'll give you this. Help us fight, and we'll give you that. Well, going back to the 1600s, the white man, since these dirty, stinking foot red devils been here. You from one tribe, hey, let's say I'm the British. Revolutionary War, the French, whatever. He's one tribe, you're one tribe. I come to him, hey, help us fight. He will give you. It's crazy. I'm promising you your land. It's already your shit. It's already your shit.
Yep.
I invaded, but I'm telling you, listen, brother, here's some guns. If we win, fight for us. You win, we will. I'm promising you that your shit. It's like that's your bag hanging on your shit, right? That's your book backpack. And I tell you, hey, listen. If you help me fight him, you can keep your bag. Right? I'm telling you that. Then I stepped to him. Listen. Oh no, another group of crackers. Listen, brother. I want you to fight him. Help me fight him. And if you do, you can keep your Bible. All right. Your shit.
Nobody wins.
Your shit.
Hey,
They win. They win. Yeah, the devil. And there he goes right there. The great emancipator. There he goes waving at us.
Yep.
Right? You devil. Yeah, you see? And this guy made the statement he wouldn't free one black person if he didn't have to. He did it. It was an act of war. That's the only reason. It was political. Thank you, brother. But now we know this shit now. We understand it now. It's all political positioning, man. He did that because at that point the Union was at war with the rebels. So it was just a war tactic. Okay, well, that's free the niggas, and then that's enlist them to help fight. See? But they really weren't free. They were freed from it. But let's be honest, Jake was better off than slavery.
Yes.
On the plantation. Because when these niggas got a sense of so-called freedom, look what we see now. Pookie and Ray Ray and Big Shirley.
That's right.
On the plantation, there ain't no Big Shirley on the plantation. Because it ain't no Popeyes.
Hey, Apostle. Hey, she was being group. She was there. She was being group. She was in a big house. You remember Ancient Mama?
But it wasn't in bulk.
Right. It wasn't in bulk. She was just in training.
Well, that was back in the days. Well, no, you had said something, Shimya. And we're going to get into scriptures in a minute, but I'm just making a point. You had said something in the car when you were driving back up here. We all know about that, right? If you're black or if you have black people in your family, right? Big Mama. Y'all ever saw that? By a show of hands, and even two of you brothers here, how many of y'all saw that movie Soul Food? That came out back in the 90s. You ever saw that movie, brother? Yeah. Oh, you saw it? Okay. Remember, the movie starts off, right? Makai Pfeiffer's in the movie, Philip Defiance.
Yep.
A few other notable people, right? What happened? The movie Big Mama.
Yeah.
That's the old, big, fat black woman, right? But Big Mama, she would cook. Big Mama knew how to cook. But that go back to my time and Hashimia time and some of the other brothers that's close to my age range. The 70s and the 80s, you remember Big Mama. They might have been your grandmama or one of your aunties or your grandmother, right? They knew how to cook. And they knew how to take care of a man. Even though she was Big Mama, they never talk about what happened to Big Daddy, Grandpa. He was already dead because the white man set it up where your grandfather worked himself for 40 years.
That's right.
Or 50 years and then dropped dead from a heart attack or a stroke or cancer or whatever happened. You see? He died, but he worked so hard at the plant or at wherever he was doing, whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
Steel mill. At the steel mill. So them jakes worked to death. So a lot of your grandfathers you didn't even get to know. You only knew Big Mama. Because your granddaddy died when you was born. Because he was already working for 40 years at the plant or at the steel mill or at the post office. The white man worked Jake to death, man. But Jake, in that 40 years or that 30 years, you know, he brought the house. So that house that you and your mama and them grew up in, that was granddaddy's house, and he paid for it, but you ain't get to meet. You just seen pictures. You see? Because granddaddy died. Because by the time he retired, he worked up until retirement. And then by the time he retired and had a big retirement party. And then maybe a year later or 6 months later, he had a heart attack. You see? See how wicked this place is? But Big Mama didn't die. See? See what I'm saying? Come on, man. We fucking it. Now, you know, I'm just speaking, man. We know the deal.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
We live this shit. Okay?
It's true. Hey, it happened to my grandfather. They told him, he worked at the steel mill. They told him, well, they said, you can have this job. You can have nice things. You can be able to buy what you want to buy. But by the time you turn 60, you're gonna get cancer and die. Hey, if you have a family, they're gonna be set up. They're gonna have money. But it was like clockwork. Right around the time where he turned about 60, he started succumbing, man. They knew it. They knew it. And they would always give Jake that job because Jake wanted to be flashy and have nice. Our people want to be flashy and have nice things, you know. And they get caught in the mindset of like, I'm coming up. I'm making the best out of the worst situation. But they in a rat race. They in a hamster wheel.
Yep.
They own nothing.
You want to know why? Because the Apostle Tahar said this. You right in what you said. That's true. Apostle Tahar said this, and he said it many times over and over. Men, we're men out here, right? We love women more than women love us. This is something I want brothers to understand, man. I want all y'all to understand this. It's the truth. Those men, your granddaddies and great-granddaddies, they worked themselves to death. They worked themselves at the steel mill, or they worked at the plant, or they worked at the post office, or whatever they was doing. Or whether they was a police officer, fireman, whatever profession that they was into. They did that because of the fact of love. Because those men were prideful men, and they were like, look, they wasn't saying, I'm gonna get on welfare. It wasn't fucking welfare. Right. The men of the tribe, not just the black men, all the tribes. It's all of our Mexican, American Indian, the black men. Our grandfathers and women, they worked because they loved their woman. And they wanted their woman to have a good life. They wanted their children to have a good life. Come on, man. Remember though, let's go back 100 years, 50 years. Y'all know the story, man, that brothers sharecroppers or catching hell or whatever whatever your story, your ancestral story might have been. Okay, and them brothers back then were like, yo, well hold on, y'all know now, like we know the truth. We know the scriptures. But speaking to all of y'all, right? Like let's say you didn't understand this truth or whatever. You brothers got women, a lot of you brothers got children and women and families, right? Would you not, like, if you working, busting your ass on the job, don't you want your children to, like, your seed, man, your children, man, you want them to have better than what you got, right? That's that mentality. It's a slavery mentality. No, am I right or wrong? Right. You got your son or your daughter. You got a daughter, right? You don't want your daughter to marry no low-life dude, right? Some dude, okay, then, brother, I just met you, I don't know you, but you had a daughter. Your daughter's of age. And some dude come out, Daddy, Pookie coming, take me on a date. And you open the door, and he got his pants around his ankles. Right? Yeah, what's up? How you doing, Mr. So-and-so? You like, yo, my man, you must have got the wrong house. Right? Yo, man, I know I'll be like that. Like, man, listen, if you go on my doorstep, bro, you gonna get twisted up. Nah, but I got a date. Like, nah, no, you don't. No, you don't. You ain't got a date now with my daughter.
The hospital.
You ain't got a date with my daughter, nigga. You ain't got no date with my daughter. Right? But if a dude come up and he got a, I mean, look, I ain't being simple. He don't gotta have a suit and tie on, but he got his pants up straight. You know, he got a shirt. You know, he's looking, you know, a respectable, decent, you know. Good evening, sir. How you doing, Mr. So-and-so? My name is so-and-so. How you doing? I'm here to pick up, I have some flowers or, you know, whatever. But like, you know, whatever, the cliche, but whatever. Yes, hello, sir. Good evening, sir. How you doing, Mr. So-and-so? My name is so-and-so, so-and-so. I'm here to, I assume you must be so-and-so's father. Well, my name is so-and-so. And, you know, it's nice to meet you, sir. I'm here to take your daughter out on a date. Standing up straight with your posture straight. You gonna, okay, nice to meet you. You gonna shake the man's hand? Say, okay, yeah, come in, young man. Come in, young man. And he's gonna say, hey, you know what's a good example? The Cosby Show. I said, hey, we all like Bill Cosby back in the days. They was doing the Cosby Show. Then when he had the daughters, when the dudes would come, he was always checking them out. You know, remember the Cosby Show? He's always like, you know, Dr. Huxtable. That's a good example. He was always kind of checking them dudes out. Okay, young man. He had that austere look when he was talking to him. You know, that's a good example of it, though. The Cosby Show. You know, every time the dudes would come to date his daughter, so, what do you do, son? You know? That's how you got a daughter. That's how you gonna be. Yeah. I don't have a daughter, but if I did, man, Pookie and Ray Ray ain't
No access.
Pookie and Ray Ray ain't dating my daughter.
Right.
Pookie and Ray, but first of all, my daughter's gonna be, I'm gonna train her. You don't want that type of dude. You wanna end up with 5 kids, the 5 baby daddies, he beating you up.
Right.
You wanna end up like that? And there's scriptures on that, man. Now, if you got a son, same thing with your son. See, real talk, I'll be honest, more so with your son. Because, see, this is another problem. I'm giving you balance now. And this is all in the scriptures, man. And we're gonna get some scriptures on this. You got something? Yeah, I got Step up and read it, brother.
This is
Step up close to the camera so you can pick up. So the brothers on camera can hear you, man.
This is Sirach 26, starting at 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. This is 26. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all, but she that dishonoreth him in her pride shall be counted ungodly of all.
All right, now I got a surprise for you, man. Step up to the camera so the brothers, you're gonna break that down. Step up. Step up. No, you're gonna break that down. And you read it, it's yours, man. You okay, you with us.
Read it again or just break it down?
Break it down, brother.
Okay, this is Sirach. This is Sirach 26 and 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. So basically, what's the dog? As a woman, a female woman that's a bitch. Okay? But she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So she who understands what not even what time we is, understands to be humble towards her man. Stop bucking up. Stop thinking this do as I will. You know, I like to call y'all Alice Crowley grandchildren. Okay? You know what I mean? Because, hey, for real, I can go where I want to go, do what I want to do. It don't work like that.
That's right.
Okay? This is 26. A woman that honoreth her husband shall be judged wise of all.
Yeah.
Hey, like the apostle said, raise your hand if y'all dealing with that. Because I'm not. Salakia, but I'm not. You know what I mean? It's ugly out here. These women don't know who they dealing with. Okay?
Hey, add to his point, man. And he said that Alice Crowley, but really, that's also that Eve juice, man. That shit goes all the way back to Eve, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where it came from. You know what I'm saying? And the women that adopted it, it's just been restomped and revamped years and years and years to keep coming back. Because that's what that was, man. That woman bucked up against her husband.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
Hey, but not to cut you off, but like, see, I was talking about the daughters, right? Like I said, me personally, I don't have a daughter. I have a son. You know, my son is grown now. He's in his 20s. But I haven't seen, but that's a whole nother story. But anyways, I would tell my son, look, bro, you ain't just gonna be going out here too. See, you gotta correct all everybody, man. It's a balance. Because we can sit here and say, okay, well, you gotta tell your daughter, I don't want my daughter doing what some knucklehead dude, right?
Teach your son not to be a knucklehead.
Thank you, but you gotta teach your son not to be no daggone knucklehead either, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta teach your son, see that, and that's why when you look on that sign, our people, from the Negroes down to the Mexicans, a lot of these young dudes today, a lot of the young men of our people, all that noise for no reason, but all that noise for no reason. Anyways, from the Negroes to the Hispanics to the Native Americans, our people on that side, you see a lot of these little young dudes, a lot of them are moles, right? See, I don't want to say, so I can't use the word because then they'll cut the page or censorship like a mother effer. They're feminine because they're raised. See, this is why, like, I was, look, I'm from Texas, man. Like, I'm here with y'all. We're gonna implement movie day.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. Certain days we get together watching movies. Yeah, man, you brothers, some of you brothers that are younger, y'all don't know about stuff that we know about. Remember Shimmy, Claudine, remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Remember James Earl Jones?
Yeah.
And that started back in the 70s. That started back in the 70s when I was born, when I was coming up. What they did, I mean, right now we're just gonna deal with Judah. We're gonna start with the black African American Negroes, which are the head tribe of our people, right? What they do, the white man, Esau, they were out to destroy, because see, back in the 70s, right? And you can go on YouTube for you younger brothers that y'all don't remember those times. I do. Some of us do. Niggas, I'm 50 years old. So I remember that shit. I remember the 70s. I was born in 1972. But by 77, I was like 6 years old. I remember that shit. Black men back then, yo, were like, well, they're like manly. And the black woman back then was feminine, sexy, beautiful. I remember that. That's when black people were black people, man. And I remember this shit. Because I was there. I lived, I was alive back then. I was a little kid, but I remember this shit. That's when black culture meant something. That's when black folks had a community, man. That's back when you be in the street. You know, those days, man, you be out here. You know, y'all heard the stories, but it's true. I was there, so I'm telling y'all the truth. You be out there, and you be a little motherfucker. You be out there, you acting, and another, yo, hey, look, little man, what you doing? F yeah, snatch you. You can snatch up any random kid. Come here, little motherfucker. Where you live? Where you live? I'm gonna take you home and grab you up by your shirt, a stranger, and bring you home to your mama or your daddy or your aunties or uncles. Here, knock on where you live, and your mama or whoever. What's going on? This your son. He was out in the street cursing or doing something wrong. And there wasn't thank you. And you had another ass whooping.
Yep. Right.
It takes a village to raise a child. That's when black folks for each other, man. Read that scripture, bro.
It's in Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
There you go. And it was that way back then. Your next door neighbor, you lived in this house, but then your next door neighbor was your mama friend. So you had a mama, so like you had your actual blood family, but then you had what's the word I'm looking for? Extended family. Because your next door neighbor, Miss Rita, she wasn't your blood aunt, but
she was so close. You know what I'm saying? You knew him for so long. She was so close.
Kind of like my family.
Good. Okay, good.
Like my dad's side of the family, like.
God.
And my cousins, like his mom's side of the family, like that's still we still treat, they still call me.
God.
I'm their nephew, things of that nature.
Exactly.
You know?
See, brother, beautiful. You get it. Miss Rita, that was your auntie.
Right.
She wasn't your real auntie, but that was your auntie. And Miss Jenkins over here, that was your auntie. And guess what? They can whoop your ass because you probably spent nights up Miss Rita house. Miss Jenkins. You was her kids were your best friend. Those were your cousins, but they wasn't your blood. But you understand, God. You understand. You see, that's when I'm just talking about Judah right now. That's when the black community was the black community. Okay, but the white man, he put the GMOs in, and then that's why that movie, I always mention that movie, Claudine. You can look it up on YouTube, but I don't. Sometimes they take it on and off. They take that shit on and off tabs. Claudine, James Earl Jones, and Diane Carroll. That movie came out in 1975. I grew up watching that movie. That movie showed you how Esau got the black man. They destroyed the black family structure. Because the black man was a problem. Because in the 70s, that's when you had all them black exploitation movies. Which me personally, I'm a fan of the black exploitation movies. To this day, I'm a diehard fan. I'm sorry. Superfly, Shaft, Black Caesar, Foxy Brown, you know Ron O'Neal, Richard Brown. I'm a fan. I'm just a diehard fan. You want to know why? Because it represented the black man being a superhero, masculine, manly, getting the girl. You understand? So to me, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the black exploitation era of the early 70s. Shaft alone, man. Come on, man. To this day, they're still enamored with that movie. That's why they had to try to keep remaking it. But nothing does the original, man. Shaft, he had the black leather on, he was manly, he was popping everybody, man. He had the women, he was a black man, a dark-skinned black man. And he was like a black superhero, man. Kicking Whitey's ass. You know what I mean? Brotherly. You know, Isaac Hayes. Come on, man. You see what I'm saying? And even Superfly, okay, they say that movie before the jump, which they did. But Superfly, when you watch Superfly, he was trying to get out. He was selling drugs, but he didn't want to sell drugs no more. He was trying to get out the game. And then the cops, the corrupt cops, they were trying to get him to stay in, whatever. So at the end of the movie, he kicked their ass, cursed Whitey out, and get him the Cadillac and pull off. I just
stopped selling drugs.
Brother, you go, but that's okay.
I just stopped doing drugs.
That's okay, brother, because you know what, brother, our people are damaged.
I know. I realized that wasn't cool. That's not cool. I'm poisoning the community.
Oh man. Well, let's get some scriptures for this brother to comfort the spirit, because the spirit brought you.
Y'all gravitated me over here. Some told me.
The
Lord told me I need to hear this.
You hear this, man? I ain't got nothing to say. Let him speak. You give your testimony, your brother. Get some scriptures to comfort this brother. Hey, brother. Well, like I said, I live in Texas, but I'm here. So we here every Friday night just like this, man. You keep coming, Baba. I'm sorry, but that means please in Hebrew, in my language. Please keep coming. If possible, keep coming and checking us out, man. Get some scriptures to comfort this brother. Come on, y'all deal with this brother, man.
Let's go, bring that out. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
I'm sorry, I hate it, man. That always, man, what they do to these horses. I like to jump there and stop that cracker, man. Set that horse free. Because I'm American Indian. I grew up with horses. The horse is my spirit animal, so. But go ahead, man. Comfort this brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. Read it verbatim. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath.
Right, and when we go to holy, that means separate. So there's 18 nations, and the Lord has chosen the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as you see on the side. We are actually God's people, man. All right? The rest of these people from the Chinese, the so-called white man, the Japanese man, the Indian man, not the Native American Indian man, the East Indian man, all right? The East African, we ain't no goddamn Africans, man. All right? All right, we're Israelites, man. All right, we're the chosen people of the Most High. All right?
It says, the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people.
To be a special people. Go ahead.
unto himself,
Unto himself. All right, go ahead.
above all that are upon the face of the earth.
Above all that are on the face of the earth. All right. So the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are above all these nations on the face of the earth. All right. Keep going.
It says,
Yeah, so you're supposed to hold yourself to a certain standard. So, doing drugs or selling drugs, that's actually destroying your people. Because the Lord made us to be a holy people, a righteous nation. All right, hey, quote this scripture Everybody get that. Right?
That's Jeremiah 2:21.
Yeah, somebody grab that.
Yeah, Jeremiah 2:21.
And the reason those things happen is, first of all, Israel transgressed, but also the white man put those different traps, those different snares out there for our people to actually get caught up into those things, man. Who got that scripture? I got it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 21, and it reads, "That I planted thee a noble
See,
vine."
the Lord made us a noble vine. All right, noble. All right, righteous. All right, royal. Okay, go ahead.
"Holy, a right seed."
Holy, a right seed. Okay, go ahead.
"How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant?"
Thou become a degenerate, man. Base. When you look at our people, man, even from drugs to the music that they listen to now, man, all of it is very base, man. It's on a very low vibration, man. But the Lord taught us into this truth for us to come out of that, come into our true nationality, learn our language, and follow the law, statutes, and commandments, and also be a brother, be real brothers to each other, man.
Right.
Yahushua said, you'll know my disciples by the way they treat each other, love one another. Now, when you look at the hood, niggas is shooting each other, killing each other, and that's because why? They want to keep the law, all right? They want to keep the law. You read the Bible, all right? The Bible itself teaches you, really, the law teaches you how to treat your neighbor. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. When you listen to rap music, that's all they talk about, fucking another man or woman. Yeah, which that's wicked. That's a very wicked act, Or killing or robbing each other, selling each other drugs,
And that word seed, that means a particular race. The man holds the semen, which is the seed of man. Okay? So that seed is talking about the nation of Israel, man. That particular nation, man. He said, "Thou art holy and a right seed." It said all. It didn't say. It said above all the people that are on the face of the earth. So he's singling out a particular seed or race, the people, man. And that's these people.
If I may say, man, like I said, bro, like the thing that you mentioned, seed, right? A man is supposed to be with a woman. Like a man, that's a holy seed. Like that's us, the people on that sign. We're the Israelites. And when you get with a woman, I don't know if you got a woman, kids, or whatever.
I have a son.
Okay,
I have a wife, actually.
Beautiful.
We're separated,
right
but
well, hey, man, that's still your woman.
but God bless me, because she did keep my son from me for 4 years.
Hey, brother,
but since I let God in, He gave me the best thing He ever did was bring my son back into my life.
The woman ain't important.
Yeah, no, that's all I ever wanted was my son back in my life.
But I know what you're feeling.
Yeah, but but I realized why He wasn't in my life, because I was doing drugs, selling drugs, in the bar every day. Bartender know my name. What do you have today? That didn't feel good.
Right.
The bartender know my name. She know what I want already. That didn't feel good. Once I stopped doing all that stuff, things slowly start changing, and God brought him back into my life.
See that gun, that's beautiful. That means yes in Hebrew. And the thing is that, you know what? And I'm gonna explain something to you. It ain't nothing wrong with drugs. We don't do drugs. We don't. That's destroying you. We like drinking, like having there's nothing wrong with drinking and having a drink, but in moderation.
Yeah, that's what
like us, brother.
I'm not an alcohol. I ain't gonna say I don't drink anymore.
No, brother. We sip.
Yeah.
We sip.
I know my limit.
Yeah, con. No, I'm just keeping it real with you. We say, hey, shit, man. We go to bars.
Yeah.
We go to a bar. After we done doing the work of the Lord, but we do. This is the important thing. Or we go to the house, we amongst each other, we sip, But we, like you said it, we know our limitations. We don't drink and get out.
Drink till we fall asleep. That's what I used to do. I used to drink till I
we
fall
don't
asleep.
do all that stuff. We know our limitations. We sip until we get that last little buzz. But whatever, it's all right, man. Hey, better shot of wine. And we go to sleep, but then we get up, we take the herbs, we exercise, we pray. It's a balance. It's a balance. Yes. That's the thing with this world. This wicked evil world, the people in this world don't understand balance.
Yeah. Like even when I was doing drugs, like the people I was doing it with, like the way they were doing it, like I'm telling you, I used to smoke meth. And like the way my friends used to do it, yeah. And I had to tell that because a lot of more brothers and sisters are getting strung out on that shit. And I don't like it.
Yeah, bro.
And, like it be times like I used to chill, then we'll get high. They try to pass me the pipe. I'm like, man, put that motherfucker down, dog. You ain't gotta hit that shit every 5-10 minutes. Chill, man. Smoke some weed. Chill for a minute, dog. Damn, your fucking heart finna explode, dude.
Yeah.
Chill for a minute, dog.
Brother. You said that because me and the apostle was talking about that on the way up here.
That goddamn fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's like the worst drug. That's like a one hitter and you hook.
Bro.
For you to come off of that, bro, hey man, the Lord definitely was dealing with you.
And a lot of these women, man, and see women, I show you women are undealt. A lot of women, I'm not with her no more, but we still communicate. This woman I was dealing with back east, because she actually had chronic pain. She had what's that they call it, fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia. Well, this brother, this elder head knows her very well. My ex. Yeah. And I'm still close with her, but we're not together. But she had fibromyalgia. Like she legitimately had an infirmity that she was on medication prescribed by doctors. The so-called painkillers, Percocets, and all that bullshit. I don't even remember the name of some of this shit. But bro, I was with somebody who was addicted, but she was hooked up on that shit. You know what I mean? She was hooked up on it. She had a lot of trauma in her life, so whatever, her family fucked up. She was hooked up on the shit, but she wouldn't. Which I know you already know what I'm talking about. I'm not junkie. I'm not hooked up.
Yeah, see that's recovering addicts. That's one of our most problems. We don't think we have a problem. We don't think we have a problem. We think, oh, I'm not an addict. Oh, I don't use like that person. It don't matter. You're still an addict.
Yeah.
You're still an addict.
Exactly.
It don't make you no matter how much you use or how less you use, don't make you no better than the next one. You're still an addict.
And it's traumatizing for somebody who love you, because like and she almost died at one point. Cause I knew I tried to contact you, standing on the city. Somebody gave her a fentanyl pill. And her family, I know her son had to give her CPR. She got her sister house. She almost the girl, the homegirl, and she almost went out of there. And her son was there with her oldest son, and he was on the phone with the goddamn paramedic, and he give her CPR, and the Lord had mercy on her, but that fentanyl, man.
I'm glad you said something like that, because at one point I was selling ecstasy pills, and one time, my homie asked for one, like, hey, can I get one till payday? I'm like, yeah, bro, of course. And I remember he took it, but he had a bad reaction. And someone was telling me, like, I think that's pressure effect. I was taking him too, but I remember he started gagging, like he's gonna throw up. I'm like, Jeff, you all right? You cool? But then he snapped out of it. He's cool. And then like the very next week, I got arrested. The same person I was kicking it with, we was chilling, popping X pills. I got arrested. The police officer told me, he was like, your red pills, they was cool. They pressed with what ecstasy has in them. He said, but those white ones had fentanyl in them. And I thought about that time when my friend was gagging, choking. If he would have died that day, I don't know if I'd have been able to live with myself anymore. Like for real. Like, that's when I knew it was time. I had to let go. I had to let go and let God, for real. Because if I would have killed my brother, I really would not be able to live with myself at all. I don't know what I
that shows whether you have a conscience, man. You have some righteousness in your spirit, man. You know? Come on with it, man. Let's feed this brother some scriptures, man.
I got something. This is Isaiah 52. In verse 1, it says, awake, awake, put on thy strength. O Zion, put on thy beautiful garments. It's not talking about actual clothing, it's talking about the scriptures. It's talking about coming back into this word, man. You know, because this is our power. These scriptures are shield and buckler. These scriptures are armor to survive in this life, man.
and getting the understanding, getting the knowledge of these scriptures help you, prepare you to go out and live a righteous life, man. It says, O Jerusalem, the holy city. It says, for henceforth there shall no more come unto thee uncircumcised and unclean. The nations, these nations, these people that bring us these drugs, they're not gonna have that power over us when the Lord comes back. And he's about to come back soon, man. It says, shake thyself from the dust. And that's what you did, man. When you cut that off, you shook yourself out of that state. You shook yourself out of the dust, bro. You know what I'm saying? It says, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck. I mean that thing that you was doing had you in the trap. But you escaped it. You loosed yourself from the bands of that trap. You know what I'm saying? It says, O captive daughter of Zion. It says, but thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourself for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. You know, the Lord's coming back to deliver us, man. The Lord's going to come back and put us back on top, man. But we just got to feel it. Through this word is an answer for it. You know? Hey, you see a lot of people talking about wake up, wake up, wake up. And then if you ask them, okay, wake up and then do what? They don't have an answer. You know, but in the Bible, there's an answer, man. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart, man. Yeah. You know? Hey, all we got to do is wait until the Lord come back and give us power to rectify these situations that we've been living through, man. You know? And in the time while we're waiting, we're supposed to be taking his yoke upon us. We're supposed to be taking his word and learning of the Lord, man. We're supposed to be reading these scriptures, man. Yeah. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. Yeah. My yoke is easy, but my burdens are light. Because we deserve death for the sins that we committed. We don't deserve to live, but the Lord has had mercy. And the Lord punished us less than our iniquities deserve. Right. Hey, some of the things we did, hey, times could have died. The Lord came down and delivered us. We was choosing to do evil. You know? So now the Lord delivered us, and now we getting this knowledge and His word. Now we got to utilize these in our everyday life. Yeah. We got to go out and live this word. Right. You know? Yeah. And we got to cast off those things that are behind, man. Right. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, one real quick, because both of them said something. He had said, the brother said that we got answers in this book. Okay, whenever you're in a warfare. You have to know who you're fighting against. You know what I'm saying? I perceive that you're a Christian, right?
Not a Christian. I'm not.
I believe. Yes. Beautiful. That's beautiful. That's perfect. Okay, that's beautiful.
Well, the word Christian means anointed anyway.
Anointed. Yeah, God.
It means anointed.
Yeah, and that's beautiful, man. So you actually have a common enemy. You know what I'm saying? Satan, spiritual Satan, but see, he works for the Lord. But you have an enemy that's out here actually producing to make sure that you don't get this knowledge and do the things that the things that you did. That was the spirit dealing with you, man. You the first one I ever heard say they got off meth. I've never seen nobody unless they're in rehab and work with me, and that's not really determined right because they
earlier today I gave a brother a cigarette. He asked me, you know, I can find some ice. I'm like, nah, bro. Yeah. I'm like, I can't tell you what to do, but I hope you get off that stuff. Man.
Yeah.
He looked it bad too. I wanted to cry because you know because like I said, a lot of more black people are starting to get into doing that drug. Yeah, and I don't like it.
Well, hey, yeah, well, you know what, and that's by design. Somebody's doing that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's bringing. No, we don't have no planes and boats, right? We don't bring drugs over here. All right, so who's bringing the drugs over here?
Satan.
Huh?
Definitely Satan.
Well, it's sending those drugs here. Brothers get
goes back to what he's saying. You gotta know who your enemy is.
Ezekiel 7:4. You have to know your enemy before you can start doing.
I'm glad you said that because on this journey, because like I was in the rehabilitation center, I got kicked out. I'm going back on the 12th because they said I'll come back on the 12th. And I went to go stay with my uncles and cousins, and it was when I got through the door, my cousin someone who I thought was my cousin. He was trying to start a fight with me for no reason. And I couldn't understand. I'm like, why is this man like, I'm your little cousin. Why are you trying to fight me for no reason? And then he's acting like he's so holy. He prays God. God was telling me, cause like I was getting fed up with his BS trying to fight, cause I was thinking like maybe he just institutionalized, he's been in jail a lot. But then God was telling me, cause I was just gonna go back home. He said no, cause there's some evil, wicked, sick going on in this house that you need to know about before you leave this house. And I didn't want to believe it. This man is raping and touching children. He tried to lead me to believe that he's worshiping God, but in reality he was worshiping Satan.
Those be the ones, bro.
Cause some was telling, I just knew he wasn't worshiping God. Cause like, why do you keep running to God for everything? Like ain't nothing wrong with that, but you're running to him for everything. And then another thing I noticed, cause like I relapsed once.
That's okay.
And I know it is. And the day I relapsed, he was like, I could sense you did something wrong. And something told me, you sense I'm doing something wrong because you're still doing wrong?
Yeah.
I didn't say that, but I knew it.
Yeah.
Women do that.
Yeah.
Women do that.
Oh, I'm glad you told me.
But yeah.
Women do that, bro.
Yeah.
Look, it's just like, I'm not to cut you.
No, good.
I just want to land back off of what you said. You know, and y'all know, these women, we deal with some of these women, and you with them, you cheating on me. You want to go through your phone.
Don't find nothing.
You know the routine, you know. And you might not be doing shit. Sometimes, but that's a whole nother story. We can have more than one woman, but that's a whole nother topic. We ain't dealing with that topic. But sometimes, you know, you just be chilling like, bro, this world we in, man, you get a good chick, you be like, man, with everything going on with the transgender shit, just the attitude of these women in general, you be like, man, I ain't trying to be dealing with all that headache.
Yeah, that's why I'm on this journey right
God
now.
sent me a
Not even having
chick.
sex right now, like.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta. Sometimes when you coming into your enlightenment, you gotta purge of women. Cause I know what I was like
I know.
that for me.
Trust me, I accidentally. I don't know if it was accidentally, but it just happened. Like I wasn't trying to take this dude's girlfriend. She just sensed me. She just sensed the change. She just sensed the change on me. She saw it.
It be that way.
And I seen her from a distance. I was like, dang, I want to talk to her, but I'm like, that's probably her dude. Yeah. And you know, I'm with my cousin and his girlfriend, so she made it seem like she was trying to talk to his girl to really talk to me. And we ended up talking, got her number, things and that. And like she was promoting fragrances, and I was trying to figure like, cause like he kept passing me fragrance, he knew it didn't smell good. Like he passed me something, I was like, dude, fuck is that? I'm like, part of me felt like he rubbed it on his nuts and then passed it to me, but that's another story. And then like when we left, like my cousin was like, you didn't get the vibe, like that was her boyfriend. Right. I'm like, no. There's like, you didn't get the vibe or you didn't care. I'm like, a little bit of both, but like, God was telling me that wasn't his girlfriend, so you know that's just what happened.
I hear, brother, man, you a Jake out here in the world. Yeah. Brother, you telling stories, I'm getting deja vu. We all have been through situations like that and stuff, man. You know what I mean? But like, you know, when you with a woman, like you in a relationship with a chick, they constantly, you cheating. You cheating. I mean, one of my girlfriends said she saw you with some chick. She saw you with a prostitute. When women, that's called deflecting. But Kevin Samuels, that's my man.
I had a woman tell me the other day I look too good. She said she know I got too many hoes. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
She gave me the pretty boy syndrome. I'm like, I had to look in the mirror. I'm like, man, I ain't no pretty boy.
Brother, I had broads tell me, I'm gonna say this. Fuck it, this is raw. You raw. I got with chicks, and you popping the chick, and basically, I ain't trying to be too vulgar, but I gotta say this.
Right.
You know, when you actually having sex with a chick and you don't bust off quick, I can tell you got a lot of women. What you mean? Because you don't come fast.
What does that mean?
But then if you do bust off fast,
you a quick pumper.
2 minute,
minute man.
Yeah. They had a song, remember? I didn't want no 1 minute man. So if you're a 1 minute man, they'll make songs about you. But then if you're the type of dude that's just laying shit out, when you gonna come? You know? Damn, Poppy, when you gonna come? I can tell. I can tell you must got another woman. Why? Because you don't come fast. And that's a problem. Bro,
I never heard that.
Brother, I'm 50 years old. I've been through it all. I'm telling you the truth. I'm sitting there like, are you for real? But if I bust off quick,
quick to tell your friends about you. You
gonna go talk shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Just bust off quick. But if I'm laying your ass out, Come on, Poppy, come on, hurry up.
Right.
Then it's a problem.
Right.
Then it's a fucking
Damn
problem.
if you do, damn if you don't, man.
Damn if you
Ain't
do,
no,
damn.
you know, it's always.
So women deflect
Yeah.
because maybe they doing some shit.
Right.
Maybe they doing some grimy shit. So it's always like Kevin Samuel said.
Yeah.
Shame, insults need to be right. Deflection.
Yeah.
If you cheating, if I'm cheating on, you cheat. Because in their sick, demented psyche, I know I'm doing some dirty shit. So I have to find a way to justify what I'm doing, so I'm gonna accuse him.
Yeah.
You cheating on me. I know you cheating on me. Your ass is cheating.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying, brother?
Yeah.
You gotta understand all this science, man.
Yeah, all of it is, yeah.
It's all spiritual.
Yeah. But like you were saying earlier, man, I want to just make sure that you know that this have a comment in. You know what I'm saying? Now spiritual and Satan is your enemy because of the flesh. We're in the flesh and Satan has a job. But you actually have a common enemy out here, man. And this how those drugs is getting over here. Go ahead, brother.
Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel, chapter 28, verse 4, and it reads, "With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches."
Let's talk about the white man. That's with his wisdom, because he has because we don't fly no planes. You know what I'm saying? He went to school, he went to wars, he knows how to fly planes, he knows the scripture said, he's wiser than that. This man makes a different search on what you know, cocaine was not introduced in the 80s. You know, they been had cocaine. They used to get cocaine to the slaves. You know what I'm saying? This is not the cocaine epidemic. It's not a new thing. He studies everything and he brings it back around. Makes you work. Yeah, and matter of fact, he laid the whole war against drugs on our backs. You know, he said he started out with marijuana, reefer. We're gonna make this black man on reefer. He's dangerous. He attacks white women, and they started the war on drugs behind us because they were saying a black man that smokes marijuana, he's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
And has gotten gold and silver as thy treasures.
And he did what? He's over in Africa getting all of the cobalt, the gold, silver, anything that makes cell phones work, everything. He goes and exports everything out of everybody else's country. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 28, verse 5. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches.
By that traffic. And this man goes in there, the pharmaceutical industry right now, backbone is why Middle East is constantly in war. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just them trying to get oil. Everybody thinks it's about the oil. No, it's about them drugs. Those drugs, them opioids is the foundation of every drug that this man makes over here. You know what I'm saying? Doctors don't make money off surgery. The doctors are the new dope men. They the ones promote the medicine. They make money for the pharmaceutical. The pharmaceutical comes and say, hey, look, you make this money for us. You make so many thousands, and their health is going to deteriorate. Then you do surgery. That's when you make your money. See what I'm saying? So they give you that feel-good pill, and you take that shit all the way to then you get dependent. You get depression, they give you a pill. You know what I'm saying? You stomach ache, they give you a pill. Don't nobody tell you, oh man, you got herbs out here. He don't say that. But because his traffic is where he makes the bulk of his money. Go ahead, brother.
No, so back to that other. A great example of that was doing the C-19.
Yeah.
They were giving doctors incentives
to
how many people they could get to take it.
That's right.
They was getting thousands and thousands of dollars to influence people to take this C-19 shot.
Yeah. So your drug addiction is not just by having to say, oh, I just messed around and started smoking. No, they want everybody on drugs. Everybody. They want everybody. This is a ploy. This is done on purpose. It's not by accident. Then they come out with, oh yeah, we got this drug rehab. They not spending no money on the rehab. They want you, because the rehab, I wish Kyle was here. What's that drug, that herb? They got a herb, you know how they got a herb that can take you off your drugs, right? Anybody addicted, it's actually a herb. And it'll make you purge out anything. It messes with your brain. It makes not duck flower. That's a purge. That's a good one.
Makes it get rid of like all the cravings.
No, it gives you the craving. Yeah, it actually turns your brain back, and you'll forget that you haven't even was addicted, and you'll have a trip before you get. But it's actually banned. And hey, it's banned in America. Esau knows it. But see, this man is back to your common enemy, man. Your common enemy is Esau, man.
Well,
so-called white man.
That's your common
The
enemy.
white man's a devil.
You know what I'm
according to
saying?
the Bible,
I know.
bro.
That's why I asked you to a Christian,
I'm
because I was like,
glad
I didn't know
you
if you
said
could
something
see.
like about that, because the other day, cause like when I found out my this guy was a child molester, like when I went to work,
But
like
yeah,
my mind, body, and spirit wouldn't allow me to work a job knowing a child was uncomfortable in their own home.
Was he a white man or a
Yes,
brother?
he was a white man.
Oh.
And another thing, he tried to connect with me spiritually, but we weren't connecting because he a creep. Not only that, not only is he a creep, not only is he a creep, he don't care about none of the black people that's working for him.
That's
Because when I tell you what this man said to me, made me. It took everything to get the devil up out of me and not hurt this man.
Yeah.
That man told me to get back there and make me some chicken.
See what I'm saying? Hey,
I said, what?
Hey, bro. But that's his spirit. That's the
said,
spirit.
what?
That's the spirit that's on him.
When
man.
I tell you that lady saved that man,
yeah,
because I was going, boy,
yeah.
get back there and do what? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you just say to me, dude?
He thought he was in Candyland.
I don't know where he thought he was. I was gonna show him what reality was. Boy, that lady really saved him. I'm like, what you just say?
Hey, you hear what the brother said? Hey, the brother said it.
Washington, D.C., fentanyl, all drugs are legal. That's the first. So that's just to back up the pushing.
Yeah, they pushing them drugs, man, because they want our people out of our mind, man. They don't want you. They don't want you seeking no knowledge, man. But like the apostle said earlier, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't care about all people, man. But we don't, thus said the scriptures, man, we don't even worry about the Lord's elect. We out here for the Lord's elect. Hey, get that in Ezekiel, whether they hear, whether they forget.
Oh, yeah, go
Because
into
they
that
gotta
too.
make, huh?
Now that you go in there, yeah, because you know, brother, I got respect. See, because I know what you're feeling, because you're waking up, you know, the Lord is waking your mind up. God, or we call him the Most High,
right.
He has a name.
He has a name, right.
He's, like a lot of our own people got to go. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
That's right.
Not everybody can make it, because a lot of our people are just too far gone.
Get that,
and a lot of we got some of our people out here.
Yeah, okay.
Slice my throat, your throat.
That's how I feel about my cousin, because like I noticed one thing about my cousin, like on my lifestyle journey, like I noticed like he feel happy for me, but deep down inside I know he was jealous of me. Cause like we go out in public, he mad because everyone's staring at me. Everybody wants to talk to me. When I try to make him understand, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I know I'm an attractive person. People gonna stare at me. But now like this lifestyle journey, people are really staring at me not just because I'm attractive, they see a lot. And I noticed like we'll go around, girls he mad, they're all giving me attention. They're all, but I'm thinking in my head, like, you have a girlfriend. Why are you mad about these women gravitating towards me when you have a woman?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna put his business out, but a woman.
Spiritual.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, hold on. We got some more scriptures for you, man. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 83, verse 1. Psalms 83:1. It says, "Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O power."
Hey, Yahweh is the name of the Holy Father in the Hebrew, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son. So when we say Yahweh, that's the Heavenly Father. When we say Baal Shem is in the name and and then it's Yahweh Shai, which is the Son, where he calls Jesus Christ.
Verse 2. "For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and taking crafty counsel against thy people."
Counsel. What do they have? The Council of Foreign Affairs. Do you see the UNW? Do you see any black people there representing not the Africans? Do you see any black people representing the Americans and the black people that's in America? Not really. Nowhere. Never. Because they all took crafty counsel. Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Consulted against thy hidden ones. We're the hidden ones. All right, go ahead.
They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation."
Let us cut them off from being a nation. That's why they separate all of them. Even in the prisons, these two might hang together, but the Mexicans got their own little thing. The Guatemala, whenever you go in the prisons, all nations hang together. It ain't no, we with the Mexicans. They might click up for a minute to get a certain thing, but everybody clicks up. But the Mexicans are our people. You know what I'm saying? They're on this side. So they cut everybody. They got that divide, that old adage, divide and conquer. That's still in effect. You know what I'm saying? So they came to cut all of us off from being a people because they don't want us to know who we are. Thus said the scripture. This is in the scripture. Go ahead.
Why do you think it's so common. I used to always ask this when I was in the school. Why is the Latin tribes the only one that can really say nigga and niggas don't get upset about it? Anybody else say it?
Yeah.
Chinese, white people, East Indians, they all say niggas. Niggas get an uproar.
Yeah, get up.
A Latin, a Mexican or a Latino say
Yeah.
nigga.
They call each other niggas.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you said something like that because like the people I was doing drugs with, like this one guy, like he would bring this white girl around, and like I guess one of his white friends, they called me a Negro, and I told him watch his mouth. And then the white girl was like, y'all get mad about that, blah blah blah. She has a mixed child, right? And I had to ask her, I'm like, you have a mixed child, right? She's like, yes. And I had to tell him, like, you know, you gotta raise her different than your other sons, right? She was like, what do you mean? And when I had to, and it made me mad. I was like, meaning, you have to teach your daughter to keep her hands on the steering wheel when a police officer pulls her over. I like, do you teach your daughter that? She's like, no.
Right.
I'm like, exactly. So while you sitting here doing this BS, I know I'm doing it too, but I had to tell him, like, you shouldn't reproduce with us if you don't know nothing about us.
Hey, they culture vultures, man.
Real talk.
That's why I really steer away from white women. I really don't like white women.
But this is by design. Everything that you were talking about, this is by design.
Psalms 83 and 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right. If I ask you what's your nationality, what would you say?
I would say probably black or African American.
That's right. Because they cut us off from being a nation. Go ahead.
It says, for they have consulted together on consent. They are,
When people come over here from China, when people come over here from China, do they call them Chinese American? No. They call them Chinese.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee.
Hey, do you know the term African American come from?
No, I don't.
Jesse Jackson.
Say it again.
Jesse Jackson started that term, coined that term. He said, we're no more Negroes. We want to be called African American. And he probably was put up to say that, but that's where that term came from. So, and then before that, we were called what? Negroes and black and colors. You know what I'm saying? So we always been called everything except the Israelites. Yep. Always cut off from our heritage.
Yeah, because he wants to. He makes you hate everything. That's. Hey, for us to have color, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
But he makes you hate your blessings. He does little reversal tricks to make
because to look like him is a curse.
Yeah. Hey, I came all there to say that. To say, you understand that sign? Right there.
No, I need a better. Oh, this one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
You know that was a real person. That was a real person. That painting was put up to divert you because in the scriptures, the Lord looked like this. And that was a real person. Yeah. All right? So I'm just basically laying the foundation to let you know that you do have a common enemy out here. Go ahead, brother.
The tabernacles, these are the enemies. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
Edom is the so-called white man. Y'all got the other side?
He's got the
nah. Okay, yeah, okay. Now these the yeah, you might have to you just read along, man. The nations that he named is on there. Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
The Ishmaelites. Those are so-called East Indians. The ones with the dots on there. You got that's it. Ishmael, exactly, yeah, that's right.
And it says of Moab. Of Moab.
Chinese.
And the Hagarenes.
Hamites.
Gebal.
Yeah.
And Ammon. And Amalek. Which is the
small hats. Small hats, yep.
The Philistines.
You can't even say that now. I said little hats, I think you got to change.
The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre.
And Philistines was our arch enemy, man. That's all through the scriptures that we fought them, and those are the modern day Africa. Those are the Africans. You know what I'm saying? Modern day, they try to blend in with us, but they don't. You know what I'm saying? You know people by their spirit. Like you said, you might do it. You said something about his spirit. See, your spirit don't resonate with people that's not of your people. You can always deal. You can deal with them. You know who your people and who's not. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that's in you, man. The Lord put that spirit in you.
Because you got people that look like the so-called white man, but they actually go back to us.
Yeah.
That's why he like that one cool white dude that might be in the hood.
Yeah.
He probably he go back to us most likely. You know what
Well,
I'm
like
saying?
you said, you was talking to a chick that she was a white chick, but she had a
mixed child.
But meaning the father was black.
Right.
So that child is of our people.
Yeah, the seed, right? So the women you look at
Even
them,
if the child would have came out, because sometimes, like if you get with a white girl, let's say, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Sometimes he might come out looking like a white
Baby
man.
might come out looking just like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But is that's your son? And that could be 100 years down the line. That he deals with white people and intermingles with other white people. But guess what? Who is his great you? So that makes him and all these so-called white looking people what? Israelites. They come from your line. So we have that. You do have that. Listen, I'm pretty sure you know. There's some white people out here. I can pull out certain celebrities and certain Israelites. A descendancy is whether black or Native American or Hispanic, you know, but it got to go through the line of your father, not your mother. Now, if a black woman or a Mexican woman gets with a white man to have a baby, that baby is a cracker.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not just the white man, a Chinese man or any other nation outside of that sign. It goes through the seed, the semen of your father.
AKA a Eve.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Wait, hold on. Bring that up. Oh, Don, go ahead.
This is Numbers chapter 1, verse 18.
Oh, beautiful.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. They declared the pedigrees.
Hey, when you got a pedigree, when you breed dogs, you got a pedigree. What does that mean?
Not quite sure.
That means you got the lineage of that dog where it comes from. You're going to get more money. It's family tree. This dog comes from the line of this dog right here. And here I have a big picture of that dog winning championship. That'll make you want to buy the dog more. That's our pedigree. Read it over, brother.
It says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day in the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
The house of their fathers, not their mothers.
Not their mothers.
You know, and hey, Esau wanted to strip the power from the man. You know what I'm saying? And give it to the woman, man, because he wants the men to feel useless. You know, because a mindset is a big deal, man. Yep. A man that has support from the people around him feels like he's supercharged. A man that is put in a position where he can be an alpha, it supercharges him to be that man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But the so-called this fucking devil, man, this fucking cracker, man. You know, he wants to take the power from the male role and put it into female, the mother of the earth, because he's a woman.
And that's why.
I'm glad you told me that, because I had a problem with being a mama's boy sometimes a little too much, you know, telling a little bit too much to my mom, like certain stuff I used to like, I could have told my father, I should have told my father that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my mom didn't need to know that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, society makes you like that because your mother was easygoing. And your father was going to be sturdy, going to be manly with you, going to give you a manly answer. So that strayed you away from your father. And that's what strayed a lot of people away from dealing with masculinity, because your father is masculine. Right? All right, so that pat on the back, that boo shit your mama give you, that's what you want to hear.
That's
all right, but your daddy gonna give it to you straight fucking forward.
Right. That's gonna be the case now, bro. Look at what we're dealing with, bro. Like I told you, bro. I live in Texas. I live out in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm just here with these brothers visiting. I go to the gym and shit. It's like most of the young black men like yourself. I'm not saying you, but you know, men of your age, brothers that look just like you. I go in the gym and all of them dudes are moles. That's a Texas word. We can't say certain things. They'll cut out shit, censor.
LMNOP.
They're homosexuals.
Yeah.
Literally. Feminine.
Sodomites.
Sodomites. Like these dudes are like straight up feminine. Yeah. But the women are masculine. It's like a role reversal.
Yeah, nowadays I definitely see that. Women want to be the man in a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, one time my baby mama told me, you know, you don't got to work a job. You can just stay I don't work. Oh, what? Nah.
Well, you know, that's
she was programmed by the white man to do that, so that you could fall into that trap and your children to what same shit I'm talking about.
That's right.
Because then it's like you did it to her.
Yeah.
So when y'all get into some beef, get out.
Mm-hmm.
Get out. And guess what, nigga? Child support.
We got some more precepts for you, brother. We gonna close up.
You hear me, brother? Child support.
Yeah. Yep.
She could kick your ass out. Child support. And have you all messed up.
Yeah, because a lot of women don't want to humble down to a man, so they make their son the son husband thing. They make their son into somewhat like their man. And you here to take out the trash, you here to do everything I need you to do. Because if you grow up and you get your own stuff, then who she gonna have? She gonna have to face her past. Women have to face that. Oh, I messed up. I messed over all these men, and now I ain't got nobody. You know, because when that man gets his own family, then the woman is what? She pretty much left to herself. Then she gotta
That's
go.
pretty much what's been happening to my baby mother.
Yeah.
Because like she had another child, and the baby daddy, he reached out to me.
Oh.
Yeah, he reached out to me.
See, we need more of that.
Because the same thing she did to me, she tried to do to him.
See, we need more of that.
And he was asking me, he was like, did you just walk up out of your sons? And because he was like, I looked at you and like, something about you was just telling like, you're not that type of person. He said, I looked at your picture, he said, I see you got both parents.
Told you, he actually told you.
He messaged me on Facebook. He said, I look at you, I see you got your mother and father in your life. He said, that just strike me like
so that dude,
you want to just get up and walk away from your child.
Whoever that cat is, man, he got an okay spirit. The spirit of the Lord is working, whoever that brother is, because that's something, see, that's what cats, brothers meaning brothers out here need to do. I would do some shit like that. I would do some shit like that. Like, right? I would have jumped like, yo, hold on, man. Because you know, bro, I dealt with chicks that had babies.
Oh, trust me.
And I wanted to,
now I know for a fact, if I deal with a chick and she has a child, and she say, oh, his dad ain't, I'm not just gonna instantly believe that. I'm gonna do my research, because I'm not just gonna instantly believe that. You know what I'm saying?
I told the brother that earlier.
There's too many women doing that to me.
I told a young brother earlier, man, down in Gary, I said, hey, do your homework. I tell brothers, do your homework. Do your homework. Yeah. You know what? You be like, yeah. You meet a chick and she got kids. Man, the horror stories. Mm-hmm. That nigga did that. Like, okay, well, yo, I want to meet him. I meet your baby daddy. Why you want to meet him? You don't need to meet him. No, I want to meet him, man. I'm dealing with you. I'm going to be around this man's kids. Yeah. So, you know, I think it's appropriate that he knows who I am.
It makes sense. Because, like, when I used to build my baby mama, like, I'm not perfect. I used to put my hands on her. Like,
brother, that's all right.
She had a problem of smart. Like, she used to say things. She tried to make it hurt, make it sting. Like after it come out her mouth, like she just know, like after I said, like, ain't no way this man ain't gonna not put his hands on me after I just said what I said to him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, some of you brothers gotta come over. But I want you to explain something to this guy in blood. They say no, because I want no,
because like my baby mama I used to put my hands on her, no, listen, like she used to talk about her ex, how he was so abusive. He used to put his hands on her, but then when I found myself put my hands on, I used to think to myself, I'm like, because it's the shit that come out your mouth. That's why he put his hands. I'm like, your ex wasn't abusive. I'm like, you an evil, sick person. You like to hurt people's feelings and make it sting to the point where they ain't got no choice but to put their hands on you.
Yeah, they want to test you out of their life because they probably talking to some other nigga. So they seeking it. They don't want to look like the dick hopping whore that they are. So they create hell on the man that they with. They give him constant hell to where he be like, fuck you, bitch, and then she can the next dick can come in. That's how it be.
I'm gonna try to
I love them, but some of them
I'm gonna try to get up in there.
I got you something, bro. Yeah. This is Sirach chapter 25, verse 16. It says, I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
Yeah. Right. A lion, those are two dangerous animals. One I wouldn't want to see out here in person. The other one I couldn't imagine. Right. But I know if it's breathing fire, if it can blow fire, I don't want to see that. But in the Bible says I'd rather dwell with a lion and hey, we got Komodo dragons. I wouldn't want to see one of them. Right. You know, you know, I would rather, but I would rather dwell with one of them than a wicked woman, man. You know, because you know what, I might be able to flee from this motherfucker, but you got the devil laying next to you every night. You know what I'm saying? You got to go home eventually.
I'm trying to get on there.
Remember them days, working a job, you be like, oh damn, 10 minutes
brother,
now.
I'm not gonna judge you for putting I put my on a couple of chicks.
Right, me too.
But I didn't want to. I didn't want to, bro. But I'm not just some psycho woman beater.
Right.
I don't like.
She's the first woman I ever put my hands on. To be honest,
bro.
I never put my hands on a woman till I got with her.
They open those doors, man. Like this is the door. They got a way of opening them doors and pressing those buttons. Like brothers laugh, all this stuff like, yo, man, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. They fucking computer.
They push that one button.
And then they be up in your face.
Oh, man.
But it gets to a point where you like, you know what? Your body just kind of reacts by itself. Your arm. And it's like, you know that first jab comes. And then it's like, but it's like, if you don't say I'm ahead of you, your arm does it by itself. Your arm just and then once you do the first punch,
You see what you made me do?
Right, yeah, that part. See what you made me do.
no, but then the other one, once you throw the first punch, it's like being on drugs. It's like your body's a natural drug.
Oh, and it's like she knew when to do it. Like, especially when I'm loaded, she'll do it when I'm loaded. She'll do it when I'm loaded. Like she know like my trigger's gonna be. Now it's easier for her to get to if I'm loaded.
Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, brother. You throw that jab, and then the right, boom. But then all of a sudden it's like you high. It's like you just took a hit. Then it's like once the right comes in, it's you know. And next thing you know, man, you throwing punches. And then you throwing punches. But then you got oh shit.
Like, man.
No, then you look.
Roy Jones Jr. the chick.
Yeah. But then you look like you do right. Then you yo, where this bitch at? You think she oh shit, then you get scared. Ah, fuck, I killed her. You know what I mean?
I got something. This is Deuteronomy 28:56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set her soul of foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Because once upon a time, our women didn't roam the streets and have loud mouths. You know what I'm saying? They was actually nurturing women and actually feminine women. You know, a woman that talks a lot and screams a lot, that's really a trace of masculinity. You know, it says, her eyes shall be evil towards her husband of her bosom. So and that's part of the curses, you know. And our women actually has an evil eye towards you. She'll try to fight you. She'll try to talk shit to you, you know. Because the scripture also says, a quiet and loving woman is a gift from the Lord.
I got that.
You know, you got it? Yeah. There you go.
This book of Sirach or Ecclesiastes, chapter 26 and 14. It says a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
See, a silent little seed. So really, you had a curse. You had a demon that wasn't from the Lord. You know, you had a curse. But also it says a wicked woman is given to a wicked man. So if you're living a wicked life during that time, you know what I'm saying, the Lord gave you over to a demon. You know,
a lot into that.
You know,
in disguise, at that, like that's what cause she got me. Cause if I describe it to you, a light-skinned black woman with blue eyes.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's what got me right there. I was like, damn, a black girl with blue eyes. Sign me up.
So she felt like, nigga, I'm doing you a favor. Nigga, I'm doing you a favor. Nigga, you got me. No, baby, you got me. It's the other way around. Right? Oh boy, you just set it off. Hey, them light skin, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Them real talk, them light skinned black women are worse.
No, they be demons too.
I thought that's what got me.
They're worse. That
was the first light skinned woman I was ever with.
You run into a little chocolate thing. You run into a little chocolate, little black sister. That'll be humble. See, but that's the white man once again with the color thing. Esau, this devil with a white man, he put that stigma on dark. Anything that's dark is worse. Yeah. The darker you are, the worse the evil you are. You know, so even like amongst them, like you see, because there are negative women that are dark skinned, but real talk, them light skinned bitches be Satan too, man. You know what I mean? because you'll meet a little dark-skinned little black
I've been
chick
gravitating more towards the dark skin.
that'll be that will kind of fucking humble herself and be in your zone. But some of them more light, like you said, the hazel-eyed, light-skinned bitches, oh, can't tell them shit. That's true. That's true. That's some real talk, bro. It's true. Because Esau, remember that, oh my goodness, what's that, the lettuce, the slave owner that,
Jim Crow?
no, not Jim Crow.
Willie Lynch.
Willie Lynch.
Yeah.
Remember the what? Are you familiar with the Willie Lynch letters? Okay, brother, listen, man. You got homework tonight, man. Do you have access to computer, YouTube?
Yeah.
I want you to. We're gonna give you some homework tonight, and Lord willing, brother, I want to see you here next Friday, man.
Friday. Try to make it.
Please, if you can.
Not next Friday. You definitely see me.
Well, brother, we're gonna be here. This is what we teach every Friday.
Every Friday? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Lord, if God permits. You know what I mean? But anyways,
Can't hide this copy, but that's the book.
Oh, okay.
Willie Lynch letter in the making of a slave.
Yeah.
And a lot of people believe it was actually a concept, but even if he was a real person or not, but it's still that a lot of that was in that book, bro. The consist of how they molded how people to be.
It was a real psychological
Yeah, psychological mind fuck.
What they did to our people, man.
But what time
I
is
know,
it?
brother. That's good time. Yeah.
So with that, hey
What's your
man,
name,
we
brother?
have to close up.
I'm
All
Rakab,
praise
bro.
and glory to
Double Honor said the elders of GMS, so he takes us out. I give out that.
Yeah, give him my website.
For the rest of the whole full
And explain to the brother what we just said. Explain to this brother what we just said in Hebrew. Somebody come on.